A 4th of July tax revolt. Tens of thousands of Americans rallying at over 1,300 Tea Parties across America right now. Tea Party protesters have been warning about higher taxes hitting all of us for months now, all the while being mocked by politicians and by pundits.
The thing that bewilders me is this president just cut taxes for 95% of the American people. I think the tea bags should be directed elsewhere.
Well, do we now have proof, though, that their aim was right all along? Hello, everyone. I'm Cherry Keenan, and welcome to Cashin' In. Here to debate that, our Cashin' In crew this week: Wayne Rogers, Jonathan Hoenig, Jonas Max Ferris, along with Tracy Burns and John Layfield, who, by the way, is on the cover of this month's Muscle and Body magazine. Congratulations. Wayne and Jonathan are next, I know. Okay, welcome, everybody. John, so were these Tea Party protesters right all along? Because now we're hearing talk about a national sales tax, perhaps. We have cap and trade on the way and the like.
Yeah, that was the middle-aged version of Muscle and Body, but I'm very glad Vitamin Shout decided to do that. But look, these guys are 100% right. I don't know what this guy is talking about and what planet he's living on. He's cut taxes on 95% of Americans.
David Axelrod.
He has raised taxes on 95% of Americans. He just do it in different ways. He's raised it on tobacco. He's raised it on alcohol. Look, a 16-ounce loose leaf, roll your own tobacco right now went from $1.07 to $25 in taxes overnight. If that's not a tax on lower income and middle class, this guy is completely wrong.
Wayne, but the administration would say people are getting these checks in the mail, 95% of Americans, and the Tea Party protesters, were kind of off their rocker.
Well, that's a kind of off the rocker we should be. I'm going to urge everybody to do something I did yesterday, the day before the 4th, which is I went back and read their Declaration of Independence, and I advise you all to go back and read it. It's a terrific document. It was as good then, it's good today. And the protest against taxes then is the same protest we should have today. And it's not just Obama, it's the Congress. Those are the people who are driving me crazy. If they can pass a stimulus bill that spends $700 billion plus without reading it, then we have got people who are representing us. We're morons ourselves for electing them.
Jonathan, are higher taxes on the way, and are we starting to see the markets react to that possibility?
Well, yes, Terry, absolutely. I mean, there's no question taxes are going up, but the bigger issue, in my opinion, is that freedoms are going down. That's what a big part of this whole Tea Party movement is about, the right of the individual to live his or her own life. Listen to the president's rhetoric, and I have. It's collectivism, this notion that we're all in it together and that you're here to serve the public. What that means to your pocketbook is that more of your money is put out there to be redistributed to what the administration thinks is in his or her best interest.
Terry, I think a lot of it, too, is people are feeling that they were misled, and we're really starting to see more and more people come out about it. We were told from the beginning that he was not going to raise taxes. He's still trying to hold to that, and it's not happening. And I'll tell you, it will happen across the board, and lower-income people need to prepare for this because they are the ones that are going to get hit the hardest. Say what you want about high-income people. They'll muddle through. They'll be mad, but they'll muddle through. Lower-income people, and again, I come back to the small businesses of our country, will be clobbered by this, losing medical deductions, and higher taxes will force them to lay off and certainly not hire more people.
Jonas, I mean, the handwriting does seem to be on the wall if you can do even basic math, but this president so far has done exactly what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to do cap and trade. He said he was going to give these rebates or lower taxes for 95% of all Americans. So far, we've not seen additional taxes on top of that.
And the health insurance people thought they were getting. Yeah, you got what you paid, you voted for so far. As far as the tax increases, the proposed ones are more in line with what the Tea Party people were saying. Because, for example, the health insurance thing, I don't think people saw that one coming. That's out of left field where everyone who's kind of has health
Everyone
insurance.
just thought it would be free, I guess.
That gets back to Tracy's point. Well, you can't do spending initiatives without taxes going up at some point. Those will be taxes that will affect people further down the scale, although working people who have insurance, not unemployed people with no insurance, won't see their taxes going up. But, that's how you pay for things. You can't have $1 trillion spending plan without a matching tax increase, and we're going to eventually get it. The tax protesters should hope they're right and that we get tax increases to pay for spending, because the alternative, which is deficits going up right now, is actually worse.